And welcome everyone to an America East chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Albany head coach Will Brown. And Will, you guys have won 3 in a row. It certainly appears like the top of the America East is now suddenly wide open. Preseason was all Vermont. Stony Brook goes and beats Vermont, and now there's a sense like, hey, this thing's up for grabs. Where is Albany in this race?
We're just trying to get better one day at a time. Be careful to anyone that counts Vermont out. I still think they're the favorite to win the league right now. They have the best player in the league, but we're just consumed with Albany right now. We're not worried about anybody else. We're a really young team. I have learned over the years that, with the exception of the Kentuckys and the Dukes of the world, most conferences, upperclassmen win championships. So right now we're trying to get our young guys to understand what it takes to win day in and day out and to compete for a conference championship. So we're not looking too far ahead. We've got a big test with New Hampshire coming up tomorrow. So one day at a time. I know that sounds like coach talk, but it's true with this group in particular.
All right, first of all, I was not discounting Vermont at all. I will just say that with them getting beaten, it certainly gives hope because there was sort of a consensus in the preseason that they were just going to roll to another title. And clearly, it's open for everyone to at least have an attempt. What you talking about concern with Albany, though, right now, and focusing within, what has clicked for this group right now to win 3 in a row?
I just think slowly but surely we're getting healthier. We've had a lot of injuries throughout the non-conference schedule. We have a young man that transferred in from Nevada, JoJo Anderson, who's already averaged double figures at the Division I level. Early in the preseason, he had knee surgery. He's only played a couple of games. It's taken him a while to get back into, game shape, trusting the knee. That's been an issue. We have a transfer from Southern Illinois. Sam Schaefer has not played a game yet. Our starting center, Adam Lucas, only played 8 games. He averaged 9 and 6 as a freshman last year. 6'8" kid, was a good player. Was out 6 weeks. Slowly is rounding back into shape. We need him to get healthy and be effective for us to be successful. So I just think for us, we've been banged up, so we really don't know what we really have. But I think we've been rock solid defensively. We've been finding ways to score. I think if we can rebound the ball a little bit better, we'll be a team that will be reckoned with in conference play.
It's interesting, Will, because you and I have talked in the past about transfers going the other direction, and now you are actually getting some coming back in your direction. How has your opinion changed on that whole issue?
Well, it was tough for us, as you're well aware. We had a really good decade. We were invited from 2011 to 2018 to 7 straight postseason tournaments, 1 to 3 NCAA tournaments in the decade. And going into the 18-19 season, I felt we were going to be preseason number 1, or with Vermont, 1A and 1B. And then we lose a grad transfer to Villanova and a grad transfer to Florida State. At this level in the America East Conference, you can afford, I think, to lose 1, but to lose 2, I don't call it a rebuild. We had to reset. And we don't have any grad transfers. We ended up getting waivers for our guys, but I do think something needs to be done with the grad transfer rule in particular. But like I said, we're just trying to recruit the best fit for Albany. High character kids, value in education, obviously are good players.
Well, to that point, it's on the table. Where are you in terms of whether or not there should be just a one-time waiver, including grad transfers, over the course of your college career?
Well, it's funny. It seems like the grad transfer is going to be put on the back burner because it looks like every kid that transferred got a waiver to play this year. I'm not in favor of free agency. I think that will create more problems. I think a kid should be able to leave if there's a coaching change. I think for sure immediate eligibility if there's a coaching change. And then with the grad transfer rule, I think you have to look at how many kids are actually getting degrees. So I think that should be a 2-year scholarship, in my opinion. I think reward the programs who are having the kids get their graduate degrees. I think that's important if you're concerned about the student athlete.
And back on the court here for a moment before I let you go, Will. The chase for the seeding in the conference tournament, it is something a little bit more unique to the America East, where it is on the campus sites. How much does that put even more emphasis on every game matters, to make sure that you got a chance to host.
Yeah, that's a good point. We changed the format because you want to try to put your best teams in a position to succeed come conference tournament time. So the better you do in conference play, the more opportunities you get to have home games in the conference tournament. It puts you in a position to potentially have success and advance in the conference tournament. So every game matters. I think it's really important to take care of your home games and go out and steal games on the road. And if you do host home games in the conference tournament and you get beat, I think that's on you. I think it really is, because you do have an advantage playing at home. And, if you can get that number 1 or number 2 seed heading into the conference tournament, it puts yourself in an advantageous situation for sure. I'm in favor of it. I like it.
Will, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.